Hey, what's up? Hope y'all had a nice Thanksgiving, I did. I mean, it was alright. Anyways, I'm reacting to another Nick Jones video. It's more evidence that Hollywood is deeply demonic. Now, I want to become an actor, but I want to direct my own stuff, And, you guys probably could tell, you guys can probably tell by the content. Oh my God, I cannot talk. Y'all can probably tell by the content that I create that I like creating my own stuff, directing my own stories and things like that. And so where I'm getting with this is like getting into the Hollywood game, all the stuff with Diddy and all types of stuff was getting really bad. I mean, every actor, it's getting really bad and it's getting sad. And actors that you would never think, and artists that you would never think is messing. You know what I mean? It's just getting like really sad. So that's what I'm reacting to today. It probably has nothing to do with, it just Hollywood. I could tell is getting really bad. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. 3, 2, 1. The screen is recording.
Alright, y'all. Just when you thought Hollywood could not get any more satanic, somehow, I don't know how they do it, but they figure out a way to one-up themselves. And this is the perfect example of conditioning and programming that we are seeing ramp up in the direction of the demonic. Like, you understand television programming? There's a reason why they call it that. They're programming you.
I'm still listening.
They're programming our children in order to believe in whatever it is that they want our children or us to believe. But it's easier to do this with children because they're young, they're impressionable, they're a lot more naive, right? But with adults, we're pretty much stuck in our ways for the most part. You're not really going to sway us all too much. I mean, you still can, but it's going to take a lot more deception in order to sway adults. With children, it's a lot easier. Now, this movie with Jack Black, he's playing Satan, and it's supposed to be a family movie, a family Christmas movie.
Family Christmas movie.
And I just find it very interesting, the description of how the directors talk about the reason why they casted Jack Black to play Satan. And I think it's very telling to the true nature of the enemy and why he's doing what he's doing so out in the open right now. All right, let me play this video. This is just an interview. I can't play the full trailer, but y'all can go watch that if you want to. But I thought this interview was very telling as to the spirits behind this film. Come on, let's go.
For Dumb and Dumber, there's something about Mary. There's so many great movies, and now adding to that list is Dear Santa. It's a great holiday movie for the whole family. So, Bobby, I'll let you do the honors. Tell us what Dear Santa's all about.
Well, it's about a young boy who's he writes a letter to Santa Claus. He's not a very good speller, and he accidentally writes Dear Satan on it. And guess what? Jack Black gets the letter, and he's like, "Oh my God!"
A comment is probably a lot of y'all know this, but I think it was last year. I didn't even know, or I kind of figured, but not really. My cousin told me, and this is one of my cousins who wants to be a priest, so that's really good. But anyways, that's off subject, kind of off topic. So basically, if you take the T, right? Wait, hold on. Okay. So in Santa, I'm tripping. So I'm thinking it's on the video. In Santa. Oh, dang, my head. Okay, so Santa, if you take the N out of San and put it at the end, that's what you get. It was probably an unnecessary comment, but it's just like, and kids, I don't even care if kids are watching this, for real. Like, Santa's not real, right? Like, for the little ones, he's not, Now, Saint Nick, I believe in Saint Nick, what he did. But like Santa, he's getting way too much credit for the stuff, for God, It's a God holiday. So it is like Santa, this Santa person is getting all the credit and more love than It's like praise Santa is like he's getting all. Excuse me. Literally, the people in the mall is getting more credit than your parents that are buying you these gifts. You know, the people that's sitting at the mall, you know, getting their little money in, playing like they Santa. They taking credit for the stuff the parents are doing. You know, Santa he's not real, so he's just getting all the credit for what God is doing. Now saying it's demonic, like the you know how much Santa's getting, you know. I mean, in a way, it is kind of. I don't want to say it's completely demonic. I'm just like the you know, but I'm just saying like in a way it is because it's like you're giving him way too much praise and way too much songs, all songs about Santa, you know. But I'm glad like if you listen to Christian radio, it talks more about God. But I'm just saying he's getting too much of the credit.
I never get letters from kids, and our story progresses. It's the easiest pitch ever, by the way. It's like snakes on a plane. And as soon as we heard it, we're like, yeah, we'll do that.
It's so inventive, it's so creative, and obviously you're both reuniting with Jack Black after the Shallow Hal success. More than 20 years later, he seems just tailor-made for this role. Peter, what is it about this that knew Jack Black had to be the guy?
Because this is like kind of like it's a funny Satan, sort of the way, Damn Yankees had a funny Satan. And you need somebody who's innately likable and not threatening. And Jack Black is that. He's kind of similar to how he was in School of Rock, where he's like...
He said you need somebody innately likable and not threatening to play Satan. I wonder why that is. I wonder why you have a film being marketed towards families where you portray Satan as likable, non-threatening. It's the same thing. You remember that whole after-school Satan program, which they're still doing, after-school Satan, depending on, the school districts and where you live and whatnot. But that was the whole push for the after-school Satan program was the fact that, number one, people have freedom of religion and you can't necessarily discriminate a religious group from being able to hold after-school programs for children. And then number two is the fact that they're trying to say that Satan is misunderstood, that he's really a good guy. He was just
okay, and I got to make a comment. I actually got the perfect example. Hold on. So Hazma Hotel is this mature audience animation film. I'm sure a lot of y'all heard of it. I don't really like the show, because it's a show about basically it's making Satan as if he's misunderstood, and then they're painting this picture as if Jesus is the bad guy. Like I don't like that. I do not like that show at all. It paints the picture as if Jesus is the bad guy. And they make it so where Satan had to come bad, and now they're trying to make it where they make this little hotel where if you get past it or something like that, you go to heaven. But they're making Jesus the bad guy or God the bad guy from preventing that from happening. So they're making God the monster and just making it as if, Satan's a good guy and really the real evil person is God. And like I said, that's very, very demonic, and it's not a good show anybody should watch, to be honest, that is on a walk with Christ, to be honest. This is really not a good. So it's just what he said kind of reminded me of that. It's like that show just kind of makes me sad. Like, Hollywood and all this stuff is getting bad, That's kind of why I want to make my own market when it comes to that, because this game is really scary and it's sad.
And God couldn't see the greatness within him. And they're trying to let people know who Satan really is, which is this likable guy, non-threatening, non-harmful, just all fun and games, right? It's so crazy, man. You got to be very mindful of the times that we're living in right now in society. And you have to ask yourself, how come the enemy is so comfortable just being out in the open, clearly mocking God? How come we've seen this?
Anyways, I'm about to end it here because I don't even want, you know what I mean? Put a crown on the like button. Give me the 300 subscribers for a Dive In Season 3. And also check out my Thanksgiving skit that I posted yesterday. Love you all. Love you all. I'm sorry. I can't talk. But God loves y'all more. Peace out.